Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Rafael Chakouris and today we're going to speak about the second semester, 6 months of the university in the third year. Today I will speak about the 5 life tips lessons that I get in my second semester in university. Now if you like to see what life lesson tips I have get in my first 6 months of university, you can go down below the description and click the link for the previous video. So now let's start our first tip, how to make a comeback. So in my previous video I spoke about my failure that I was having before Christmas. I didn't pass one of my exams and I get 34 rather than 40, that is going to be the passing mark. So now I was sit down and I was studying for it. What I did is I was simply get what I made wrong, what I missed in my readings and what actually I didn't read for my exam. And when the time comes after Christmas to receive it, I get 10 extra marks so I passed my exam. It was nice to feel that I passed it because it was a nice module that I was loving. And the third thing all, I found that retracing your step and see what you make wrong in the previous, or identify yourself what you make wrong in previous steps in your life, helps you to make a comeback when something's the same come back again. And that is an amazing feeling to have, and learning about it, how to actually achieve better results, even if you fail in the past in the same thing. And it's truly motivated to feel learning and see how the past help you to achieve better future, even if it's having failure and negative feelings on it. And like I said in the previous video, failure is not a stopper, it's a fuel to move forward to success. Now the second tip, it's about to be true to yourself. Basically, to be true in yourself, it's something that's going to help you through the life and different life challenges that come to you. That's why you can be absolutely sure that you make the correct step to move forward to any area of your life. Because know yourself, that means you know who you are and you're getting a more amazing clarity about it. And you know that what is coming ahead is something that is fit on you. Not you try to fit on that is coming, it's fitting to you. That is good because you can take different challenges in work, in student years, in different environments. But sometimes you can say no to them because it's not fitting to your needs, your personal feelings and your personal life, or even, and the most important, in your personality all together in one shell. You're a person, you're an individual, you are not a common site, you are not being copied like different files and other people have the same thing like you. Every person is different, so you need to know yourself and accept all the information that you believe it's aligned with your belief and your feelings, and more basically personally for you, just you. Never think about the other people doing it, I can't do it. Yeah, that is fine, okay, but the most about it is not just because other people are doing it, you can do it. It's that thing that other people are doing, it's fit with you. That is the most challenging thing in your life. You need to find yourself and be sure that it's truly you to every step that you're doing in life. So in my end of the final year, I decided to go to work in a restaurant hotel in Cyprus for the summer. The reason it was because I needed a new PC for my university. And it was the easiest way to get a nice job in Cyprus, of course, because we were back home with the sun. I decided then that it was the best. I worked for 3 months and I found out that it was not the best thing to do for myself because it was feeling that it was not allowed with my goals. So it was not aligning at all. It was giving me a vibe that, yeah, I'm working hard for gaining something, but in the end, it's not aligned with the entire vision. Well, that's why I decided for the next summers in my student years, I'm gonna find a job that is related with my goal. Now, the third tip is how small wins count. So now, through my 6 months of semester, I was not achieving the 60 marks for my actual projects coming in. So I was really feeling not very achievable. But because we have small exams in our tutorials inside it, I found that small reward that I was getting is that they were achieving in there it was actually helping me to be myself and actually try to achieve even better. Because having that small wins over there make me passionate that I actually can do it. They challenge me to do it in the next, even I was failing. Because for example, I get a 0 in the actual exam, one part of the exam, of course, not the entire one, but I get a 0 in a written one. And I was really feeling a little bit bad about it. But having that small wins that they come out with the tutorial helped me to don't pass too much emotion on it and think, okay, I'm gonna do better next time. And I try to do better next time and next time until to actually achieve an amazing mark in a partial of the exam that it was a very high mark. Now, the fourth tip is how to find a way to move forward. So we know everyone has challenges. Sometimes we stop and we hit a wall. So to move forward, it's about to sit down and find out what is blocking you, why you don't move forward, what is make you back and sit still in the same position that you are, and why that thing is not going away. Sometimes the reason for that is just because you're touching a point that you just get lost. You are in the unknown and you don't know what step you need to do. So what I believe is you need to do is make a move to the unknown first of all. If you are not able to move in the unknown, sometimes it's gonna keep you down. So the best thing is if you touch in the point that you are in a stopper and you are basically around for the unknown, you need to actually press forward in the unknown and find out things that you interest you, that they believe it's counting the topic you're doing. Go and find in the darkness the light you want to do. That is a key way to move forward, because a lot of things are not visible yet, but that means they're not going to be visible forever. So by taking a step forward, it's helping you to understand and see the bigger picture in the end, what you achieve. And also sometimes you don't need to see in front of you, or you go in a dark step, for example, in the unknown to find out what it is. You simply need to look back, see what you already achieved, see what you face, and find out what is going to be your next move. Also, the reason is forward, if you move, you're going to find it. If you look back, also you're going to find it, because everything is intertwined in the present moment. All the knowledge you have, the goals you set, everything is in with you in this moment. So what you need to do is just to take a breather and get an amazing clarity about what you need to do in your next step, because that means you maybe achieve one goal and you hit a stopper, or you're in the middle to achieving a goal but some things go a little bit sideways and you cannot find the correct way to go. By taking a breather and reschedule your steps, see your front, see your forward, and find out what you need to do. It's an easy practice. It's just what is needed for you. It does take a minute or something absolutely different to make you inspire again. Inspire yourself by doing something absolutely different for a little while. That's going to help to inspire you again and move forward. It's different ways to inspire yourself, different ways to move forward. But one key way that you can do it is every time to find things that they inspire you, things they make you motivated, things that you believe they count for you. But also don't work in something now, that not mean that you stop working it. By doing something else for a little while, it can give you the inspiration, the missing lessons that you needed to actually move in your previous one forward, and you can pick it up again. It's like you get in a sideway by doing something else and then come back again by passing the wall that stopped you, and you can now move forward. And it's an amazing feeling to actually see a different perspective sometimes in what you're doing when you hit a wall. So my final tip is how to get inspired through a feedback that is give you a negative feeling. So my story is about how I actually get a feedback from a 76 mark and I was feeling bad about it. What happened is it was an additional section mark that it was given 50 marks that I didn't get all of them. I get just 6 of them. And the thing was, the reason I didn't get them is because the teacher was already seen a lot of projects before that, and they thought they are a lot amazing and given more mark on them, so he cannot give more mark to me. And I was feeling bad on that one because I was not able actually to be first when I show it and get that more marks, because it was not gonna be a lot of people in front. And then I realized why I'm feeling bad. I'm getting an amazing mark, and I get the feedback that people outside make a better job than me. So, okay, that means I need to work better, find a better way, smarter way, see what I'm lacking. And by using the feedback that's come after the mark, it was very understandable that I was not lacking behind for other students, but actually I needed to broaden my horizon outside, find more inspiring ideas that I didn't know. Because I was 2 years in the army, I didn't know about a lot of things in the computing area now, because I was not even touching the topic for 2 years. And it was truly inspiring for me when I realized that that feedback is not bad. It's actually a way for me to even inspire myself to move forward. So my tip for you is, every time a feedback that is not sitting well with you or is sitting well with you, even if it's an amazing feedback, still it can motivate you to go forward. So every time, get the feedback, criticize the feedback, find out even more what is happening inside it, and always ask for it. Even if you're in uni, even if you're at work, feedback is an amazing thing to make you move forward and see the view of other people's for you. And that is gonna make you feel even better, because you're gonna see, I achieved that, yeah, great, and now people say I can also work on that area. So by working on that area, I'm working even better myself to achieve even better things in my life and also help the people around me. And that's a good way to actually get inspired from feedbacks that they don't feel well or they feel amazing about it. It's not about what the feedback is feeling. By getting the feedback, you can achieve better. So never stop asking for feedback from other people. Thank you for watching. Give a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and hit the notification button. Comment below how you found the video. And I hope to see you again next time.